the marks really do not convey what the person is or a student is really capable of. In fact, it has many times possibility of, if you get less marks, you feel you are not good and all. I think each and every student is brilliant in that. It is our system which has to make the best sort of, use of it, right?
Welcome to Up Close and Personal with Gen Next here at InvokED Studio, where we dive deep in hearts of leadership, collective actions and education equities. I'm your host Mubashira Anjum and I'm a student of Municipal Girls Higher Secondary School, Kalanai, Tirunelveli, Tamil Nadu.
I am Chitra Devi. I am a student from AV Army Government Girls Higher Secondary School in Nambasamtram, Tirunelveli district in Tamil Nadu.
So we're going to have a conversation that brings different voices, different experiences together.
Today we are a conversation with Mr. Raj Gilda sir.
So
Hello.
he's a social entrepreneur and co-founder of Lend a Hand India. Hello sir, welcome to the show.
Hello Mubashira, hello Chitra.
And thank you
Hi.
for joining us.
Sure.
So before we start talking about leadership and education, we thought we would begin with something very simple.
Okay.
All of us have been to school. Someone study in a big school, someone study in a small school, someone who did not get many facilities to all. We have a small segments are called School Chale Hum.
We have a bag here.
Okay.
School bag.
Do you have any ideas with this bag?
Ideas with this bag?
Like what we are going to do right now?
Wow, maybe we can walk around with this bag?
No, so we'll have a bag right here.
Okay.
We will randomly take out any objects and we
Okay.
will ask you a question about it.
Oh, okay. Cool.
So-
Very cool.
These are the things that we have used in our school days, and we are curious to know what they mean to you now
Okay.
when you're no longer in school.
Okay.
So shall we begin?
Sure. Yes.
Okay.
May I ask questions? First, I take report card. When you got your report card in school, what did it mean to you then?
I felt scared. Because then report card to show it to my dad, show it to my mom, and then they will think, oh, what score he has scored and otherwise, right? So little bit scared when I get the report card in this, yeah.
Okay. Next question. Let's go find out. It's a notebook.
Whoa,
Okay. Do your notebook captures only notes or memories?
both. Notes and
How?
memories, both. Because I think in classroom when you are writing in a notebook, you're not writing just what teacher is telling or what is going on in the school. I'm talking to my,
Yeah, we used to do that.
batchmate and writing something on the book, or if I'm bored, then I'll draw something caricature, or something like that. So actually, notebook has a lot many memories. In fact, many more things than just what is being taught in the classroom, and especially of my classmates.
Yeah. That's fun.
I have a school lunchbox. What do you remember most about your school lunchbox? The friends, the foods, the conversations around it.
School lunchbox. So I was known for eating my friend's lunch. I hardly ate the lunchbox which I'll get, but then I had a lot of food, from my friends, and that way I really got to eat a lot of variety of food. And in our school we had Christian classmates, we had Muslim classmates, we had Gujarati, then Maharashtrian. I studied in Maharashtra in Mumbai. So got to eat lot many variety of food, apart from what my mom will make.
Oh, okay. Okay, next search for something.
I
Okay, we have a pen
Oh,
pouch.
wow.
pencil.
Yeah,
Okay.
okay. What would you write a message to your younger self with this pen? What would be?
What would be? ज़्यादा load मत लेना. Don't take too much tension in life. That is what I would write.
Oh.
Okay.
How does school shape students' identity?
school shapes students' identity in variety of ways, because how you do in the school, you're known as a scholar student, you're known as a not so scholar student, right? Or if you're in good in sports, then you are known as he runs well, he does well, and otherwise, if you're naughty, make make noise in the classroom and all, then so that way I think school shapes many of our identity, what we learn in the school, and it actually leaves a lot of impression on you as you are growing up, going forward. Yeah. What about you guys? Can I ask the question as well?
Yeah.
Okay, so what about you? No?
About my school identity.
Yeah.
Like I would be in my class I should be like a class leader. In a subject we have a subject leaders individually. So
Yes.
I will be like more strict and also fun in both
Ways.
Yeah.
Okay.
And all my teacher loves me because I respect them, I obey them like that. they have impression like that from me.
Ah.
So yeah.
You are like, always my teacher would tell me, you should be like him, or you should be like her.
Yeah.
That's Misha Bira.
Yeah, my English teacher says like that too.
Yes. Okay. Next,
Next.
Okay.
Now the whole bag itself. When you think of your school bag, does it remind you more excited or pressure?
excited.
Why?
No, because I think along with school was just an excuse, right? School allowed us to leave home, school allowed us to just do whatever, You will take like half an hour to reach home when there is only 5-minute walk, and you're going around, and otherwise all that happened with my school bag, in that if I didn't have the school bag and didn't have that ability to go to the school or excuse to go to school, all this would not have happened, right?
Do you think success should be measured by marks?
Absolutely not.
Why?
Because the marks really do not convey what the person is or a student is really capable of. And in fact, it has many times possibility of, if you get less marks, you feel you are not good, and all. I think each and every student is brilliant in that. It is our system which has to make the best use of it, right? Is that it has its own use from the administrator point of view, from the headmaster point of view, and otherwise, but it normally not indicating really what a person is capable of. I myself, I've failed once in engineering, in my engineering exam, and I repeated entire year. And I didn't know how to speak English almost for 6 months. So my teacher made me stand on a bench, because didn't know the alphabets of English, and all. But life has turned out to be okay, isn't it? In spite of all that.
Yeah, that's interesting. Okay, that gives us the good starting point.
Okay.
Listening to your school memories made us think about our schools too. So, sir, we have come here as a group of 12 students from
Okay.
4 different states. All our schools are different from each other. Like us, we are studying in different schools too.
Okay. All are like to go to school. Some school memories are stay with us for a long time.
Yes.
Really, I like, and we thought we would start from the. Okay, we have a small segments are called
Okay.
your school and my school.
Okay.
Where we want to talk about how different school shapes different experiences to the children.
Okay.
So, shall we start?
Sure.
Okay.
What was your school like when you were in our age?
So when you are in grade 9 or in grade 10, right? So I studied in a high school, and it was only high school, 8th, 9th and 10th grade. There were only 3 grades. So it was a small school. We hardly had totally about 120, 130 students. And it was a vernacular medium school, in the sense I studied in a Gujarati school. You study English medium?
Yeah.
Okay, so I studied in Gujarat medium. So I could not speak English like you till I finished my, grade 12. And so very happy to see you,
Thank you so much.
speak as well. And have a lot of wonderful memories of, but mostly the sports and, mostly the eating lunch box or sort of getting wet in the rains, and all. Very less about actually studying, in that, right? But I did have a favorite, teacher as well, at the time. It was really fun, and all. So I mean, what memories I have are from that teacher, who was really fun to be with.
Okay. And what is one thing your school is known for?
So our school was known for the only Gujarati medium school in a very, very large area, because I studied in Maharashtra. Maharashtra, the native language is Marathi. So the there are hardly any Gujarati medium a school. So it was known that this is one school where you can study in your mother tongue, right? Because that is what you want to do as you are growing up. Yes.
What is one difference between different types of schools that you feel most unfair?
So that I feel most
Unfair.
unfair. No, I think mostly the facilities and those things available in some schools are so many, right? As compared to some schools that you may not get everything, and it's that kind of inequality where one school will have right from volleyball court to swimming pool to running track and lot many labs and teachers and otherwise. But on the other hand, you'll have school which has only one teacher, if at all, right? And even the benches are not there, or even the labs are broken. So to me, that seems to be very unfair for the students, which should not be the case.
Okay. So next question is, when children studies in different school, how does it affects their confidence?
When they study in different school, it affects their confidence because it depends on what kind of classmate they had, what kind of school their locality was located in this. So, for example, if you go to some elite school, then you are used to have very smart communication, very sort of, all the facilities and other things too. Whereas if you are in a school with lower amount of resources and all, where there is not enough guidance available, there is not enough equipment available and all. And mainly the teacher, I think teacher makes the huge difference. Even if you may not have all the facilities, you may not have all the equipment and all, but the teacher is one who makes the most sort of difference in what a student will feel like. Because a good teacher can make even not so good student also very confident, like me.
Oh, you're not like that.
Or somebody may not feel confident at all, right? So I think a lot, so much depends on the teacher.
How is your school different from the schools you work in today?
I think the school was much more fun. It has become so much tension now. There is examination, there is NEET preparation, there is IIT JEE preparation, there is board exam, and there is coaching classes. It has become very competitive now, in this. Whereas I think the school which I remember was very fun. We didn't have, it was not that this thing to look at, right? But then now you have so many choices, isn't it? Like both of you, are doing podcast with me, and this is my first ever podcast I have ever done. And look at you, you are in grade 9th and 10th and doing the podcast, right? So on one hand, of course, there is a lot of competition, there is a lot of tension about this and that and other things too. But on the other hand, you also have so many opportunities available now,
Yes.
right? So both ways, as they say, nothing is straightforward in life. Not that that was better and this is bad. There's some things which are good and some things which are, which you may not like.
Okay. Next question is, what are the things you've seen in other schools that you wish your school had?
Other schools have had running track. Other schools had nice benches, and all. Also, in terms of sports facility and otherwise. So most of the time for me, it is more of having the equipment, having the lab, having the facilities, and other things, which would have been very nice to have in our school as well.
Okay.
What does school feel most honest to you?
What does, I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
What does school feel most honest to you?
Most hard?
Honest.
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 Most honest.
Honest.
Okay. What does school teach? Being most honest to you?
No, it's not like that.
What does school feel most honest to you?
How does school feel most honest to you right now?
Okay. No, school, if I understood the question, correctly, the school system is there and, also trying to do its job, right? Of teaching, brilliant students like you and all. And it is also trying to make a better citizen, right, of all of us as well. But the task is too huge, to make anything happen on its own. So we all have to come together, for that.
Okay, last and final question.
Sure.
What role do you naturally take even if you didn't choose it?
What role I would naturally take even if I didn't choose it? Means what would I like to do? Oh, I would have liked to be a chartered accountant. Yes, because I think I found out much later in my life that I like numbers. I wish I had, instead of engineering, which I did after grade 12, I wish I had taken commerce, because I really love numbers. I really love finance. I really love stock market, and securities and otherwise. So I think I would have been a chartered accountant.
Okay, and I understand that schools may be different, but those memories and fun doesn't change.
Okay. When we talk about different schools and different experience, one question keep coming back to us.
In school, we are often told that you should be a leader, but no one really explains what it means. Yeah.
Sometimes we imagine as a leader someone very powerful, someone who gives instructions.
But when we look around in our school, leadership doesn't look like that. So we want to know, and this segment is called Leader, Leader Everywhere, but who is a true leader?
Okay.
And we want to know that who is a true leader, and we want to understand what is leadership in a simple ways.
Okay.
Yeah. So can we ask questions?
Sure.
Okay. What qualities do you think making someone a leader?
I think in order to be a leader, you need to be aware about your surrounding, right? What is going on here, and all. Be aware and listen to people. That is definitely one quality. Second is that you should be able to act, because many times we see something, but then we don't act upon it. Suppose you see some, some kachra on the street, but we just walk away. In your classroom also, you will walk away. But one who is a leader will, take it up and put it in the dustbin, right? So that's taking leadership to do something rather than just letting it that it is somebody else's job.
Okay. Yeah, it's true.
How can schools create space for different kinds of leaders?
Schools can create, in variety of ways, right? Like You can have, you can change your position as a teacher one day, right? If Chitra is a teacher one day for a day, then she will know what does managing the classroom
Yeah.
sort of looks like, isn't it? There can be a variety of ways. I mean, when you do sports, the one who is managing the team, if there is a volleyball team, if there is a cricket team, then who is the captain of the team has to be leader, right? He has to decide who will bat first, who will bat, next, isn't it? Or it can be that you say that the cleanliness drive of the school will be managed by the students. Then we'll manage those students. No? So maybe Mushabi can go and she'll say, I'm going to manage the students and make sure that everybody cleans up.
Yeah, I'll do like this too. Yeah.
Exactly.
Sure.
The school can create, many opportunities like this.
Okay. Next question is, when you hear the word leader, what kind of person comes to your mind first?
When I hear the word leader, the kind of person which comes to my mind is that one who is leading from the back and not from the front. So leadership is not always about being loud, being controlling, being, telling people do this, do that, and otherwise, right? That is what we think. And you only said like powerful, the whole persona or anything like that. But think about your mom at your home,
Yes.
right? She's quietly managing the whole thing, right?
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Managing the finance, managing, your education, managing, dad going out and, whatever needs to be done, keeping track who's everybody eaten or not.
Yes.
Now, that is such a great leader, right? Even though we may not think because she's not shouting or she's not, sort of pushing or anything like that. So, leader can be a variety of, types, right? And in fact, it is much more difficult to be a leader without shouting and without, because then you're trying to manage things very, quietly and with the influence rather than with the power.
Okay.
Okay. Who do you think are true leaders?
Who do I think is the true leader? Wow. Uh, a true leader is the one who probably will not be needed after some time. And the work continues. Because otherwise, there is too much dependent on the leader, right? Suppose your school, or the headmaster or the principal, so much depends on him. Now, suppose he is not there one day or 2 days, and all that. The true leader will be the one who will make sure that even in his or her absence, the things will function. And it can function only when the leader has, trained Chitra well, that in case I'm not here, Chitra can also run. The Mushabir can run, right? So variety of the many team members who are there. To me, that's a true leader that one doesn't miss, even if he is not or she is not around.
Okay. Oh, okay. Next question is, how can a student show leadership without being a class leader?
Oh, in many ways. As I just said, right, that if you see some kachra in the classroom, pick it up, and all. Or if you see that there is a bully going on in the classroom, somebody is bullying, it happens in the classroom, right? That a boy is bullying some other boy. Then I go and, try to sort of separate them, even though it's not my duty to sort of, do that as well. If there is somebody who is not struggling in some mathematics, if somebody is struggling, person like me can't draw at all, in all, then I go and help that person proactively. So all these are leadership qualities, right? We're not waiting for the a teacher, we're not waiting for the principal to come and do something.
Yeah, it's true.
Can a student be a leader? How?
Of course. Yeah, all these are, we just spoke, right? I mean, and I think the school time is a good time to develop leadership qualities, because we are learning, everybody will give you more chance. Even if you make a mistake, it's okay because you're a student, right? Once you grow up, then making mistakes can be much more costly, in this, right? So, of course,
Okay. Last and final question.
sure.
What kind of leader does today's world need?
I think today's world needs the leader who is able to understand the other side, the opposite side. Because many times what happens is that we are so, so much into our own thinking that it is what I say is right and what Chitra say is not, correct. And I don't even think about it. So they say empathy, right? That empathy is that you're able to put yourself in other person's shoes and think from that person's point of view, because there is no point of view which is absolutely right or absolutely wrong. Everybody is right from their own perspective, right? So I think the leader who is able to think about the other side, because there's so much going on in the world today, right? In terms of war and the religious hatred and and other things too. So if we are able to understand each other, and the leader being like that, it will help a lot.
Okay, and I understand that leader doesn't create followers. They do create leaders just like them. Okay, hold on to that and thought as we go into a next round. So next round we've been talking about like interesting like schools, experiences, leadership, and hearing your thoughts and memories. It was so fun. So let's move on to the lighter part of this thing.
But we also believe that school is not only about the serious conversations.
It's also about small moments, funny memories. We all remembered years later, right? So next round is called Jaldi Batao.
Okay.
It means rapid fire.
Yeah.
So you don't have to think too much. You can answer in a simple word or in a sentence. Yeah, I'm sure it would be fun.
Yes.
Shall we begin?
Sure.
May I ask questions, sir?
Yeah.
Your favorite school subject?
Civics.
Civics. Okay. Dream job as a child.
Architect.
One teacher you still remember fondly?
History teacher.
Group study or solo study?
Group study.
Okay. Your favorite school lunch?
Roti and batate ka bhaji.
Morning classes or evening classes?
Morning classes.
Morning assembly or games period?
Games period.
Early success or slow growth?
Success.
One school rule you would remove?
One school rule I would remove. Keeping quiet in the classroom.
So why?
Should be able to make noise and make fun.
Okay. One word for your journey so far.
Inspiring
Okay.
for myself.
Oh.
Your best friend in school?
Mahesh.
Okay. Speak up or step back?
Speak up.
Lead from front or support behind?
Support behind.
Listening or talking?
Talking but going towards listening.
Okay. Last. One word for today's conversation.
So much fun.
Okay, and that was Jaldi Batao. Super quick, super fun. Thank you for your honest answer, sir. So let's pause here and take that in as we come to the end of this conversation.
Before we end, what is one message or suggestions you would like to share with children who is listening these episodes?
For the Gen Next.
Okay.
Oh, Gen Next. I would say just enjoy the ride, because there's so much life ahead. So just take one day at a time and enjoy it till it goes.
Okay, that's wonderful.
Thank you to our wonderful guest to sharing their stories, insights and wisdoms.
And thank you to our audience for tuning in. More voices, more stories, but one shared voices. And now that brings to the end of this episode. This is Mubashira
And this is Chitra Devi.
signing off. And this was Up Close and Personal with Gen Next. See you soon.
Thank you.
Bye.